Hello everyone, this is Garrett and this is Thief. And the last time we played, we did a whole bunch of side quest things. And this time, we're gonna do more of them because there's a lot. There's a really large amount of side quest stuff in this game. And I'm gonna do a whole bunch of them until I get so sick of it that I'm just gonna do the main quest instead. But I haven't gotten to that point just yet. So, we are going to move to white dots the only way that I know how. And that is with my trusty mini-map and hope. A lot of hope. Mostly hope. Probably only hope.
Something's different about you.
Ooh.
Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
I just rolled with Polly Adler.
I'm pretty
the
sure I've heard
sweetest
this
smelling
before.
Doc Frock in the skin market.
So I'm just
I guess
gonna
her
leave
perfume's still clinging to me.
and go to the right here.
I've been on her
Because
waiting list
there
for
is a
2
white
months.
dot awaiting me
She's worth
in this direction. And that is why we are moving here. Because this particular white dot seems to be in a more close-ish location. And it seems that we're probably only going to go here once anyway. If we can actually get in from here, which I think we can actually, judging from that little light bulb window over here. With some luck, it's even in the same area and it allows us... Yeah, we can. We don't need more loading screens to actually go into this little side quest, and it doesn't look like there's anything else here anyway, so... We are in the Poet's Abode. I have forgotten what we're actually doing here, but it probably revolves around pushing things and stealing stuff and taking items from this chest. This chest is the way to go.
I can't tell if he wrote this before or after he caught the gloom.
Falling from the precipice of all we held to hope, alighting on a carapace of twisted ash and rope. Well, that was a good little poem right there. I feel invigorated by those writings that I now have in my pocket, which I can read at any point in time, if I so desired. And I have a knife, so we basically will be good for the next 40 years, I'd say, at least. Can I take anything here? Rope arrow, water arrow. That's unfortunate. One of these days, we're going to get another rope arrow for free, and it's just going to be the second happiest day since the first time I got a rope arrow for free. Now instead, we're just going to get a scary moose head man painting for free.
Now, what do we have here?
Which, you know, is sort of nice. It's not quite what I was looking for, but it's more than nothing, I suppose. It's a bunch of words. You know, sort of words. Or almost words. Close enough to be words to make people believe they're word. Poem fragment number 5. When all is shattered, flailing past the sink into the loom, the buildings follow suit at last, and soldiers dream of home. Do we just pick up random stuff from this house? There's a lot of weird shadows in this place. I'm guessing it's because of all the candles and stuff. But it looks mighty odd to me. And I do hope you can't hear that sound outside, because that motorcycle was quite loud. But it's fine, because I'm just going to unscrew this and pretend that there are no motorcycles, because those haven't been invented yet in this particular time period. Doesn't exist, if you ask me. There's a spider web here. And there's a opened chest. I've been here before, haven't I? This looks familiar. Huh, maybe not. I guess I haven't. I mean, there was a poem fragment there. This is weird. I guess that's how they just decided to hide the poem fragment, by just having an open thing, which is kind of clever, I suppose. Haven't seen that in this game so far, so, you know. Pretty nifty, if you ask me. I'll give them a point for that. Not really sure there's anything else going on here, though. Because it doesn't look like there's anything else I can grab here. Let's see if there's, how's that objectives thing going? The poems, Disappearing Poet, I suppose? 3 of 5 notes. Yeah, that's not very helpful, is it? Well, like, maybe there's 2 more notes in this building. Maybe the 2 notes are somewhere else. It's a bit hard to say, really. I mean, I can't just fiddle around with more stuff here, see if I can find maybe a secret entrance. Maybe I didn't look at a particular door close enough. Or maybe I'll just leave. Like, there's a lot of possibilities here, which all sound fairly reasonable to me. Just leaving right now feels the most reasonable to me, because I'm a little bit lazy on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit of a lazy pants when it comes to these poem fragments. I simply do not appreciate the poetry which I'm collecting right now. But I'm just not that much into poetry to begin with, which probably doesn't really help the matter. I suppose I'm doing this for someone else, so in that sense, I should put a little bit more effort than just a single clean sweep. I should do one more clean sweep through here, just to make sure. But I wouldn't be overly surprised if this poet actually hid some of his notes in an entirely different area. Maybe it's in there. Maybe we'll never know. Maybe the secret is in the pudding. And such wordinaries. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I don't really care about this side quest. I'm not gonna lie. This side quest does not tickle me fancies very much. And I find it very important that my fancies get tickled whenever I do a side quest, and this one's just not tickling it quite enough. And no tickles, no glory is what I always say. What's up there, though? That might be another note. If that is another note, then I might actually reconsider my stance on this whole affair. Can I not stand on this, really? Ugh, jeez. Just jump on it. Yeah, there's another note here. Poem fragment number 1. That's unfortunate. Now I do actually want to look for the last part just because there's only one left. Where would it be, though? Maybe it's on that chest. No, that chest does not want to be jumped upon. It would appear. That's rather unfortunate. I think I opened this. Oh yeah, there was one poem fragment in there as well, I suppose. Maybe without all this light, it'll make more sense to me. Maybe it's just up here somewhere. So far, all of them have been sparkling, so I imagine the last note would probably be sparkly as well. I would be sort of genuinely surprised if the last note, whichever one it is. How many do I have now? It's probably in South Quarter because it has a plus next to it. Yeah. Only 3 is missing. So if you were an average note hidden by a poet who very much knew that he was a poet, presumably, otherwise probably wouldn't have written those things down unless he was going mad, which was possible because he was suffering from the gloom. But if you were the average note of all the various written notes, where would one hide? Not in there, apparently. It is probably worthwhile to at least try and break some of these things, because he might have just put one in the jug. Would it be a bit odd, but poets are mysterious creatures. They write things down in a mysterious way, following constraints, because apparently writing was too easy to begin with. So they figured they'd make it a little bit harder on themselves, because they're crazy. Those crazy poets, and they know it's... But I am not really getting anywhere with this. I mean, I got that painting, which was nice, I suppose, but it doesn't look like number 3 is willing to show its face in this particular turn of events. I could go through that grading one more time. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know where to look. I don't know where to look for this particular piece of poetry. And I do feel like I've been everywhere. I obviously haven't, because all the other ones were here, so it would just be a bit odd not to have the last remaining part be here as well, but then again, it's also kind of odd that this poet put all of his various notes in numerous different locations, one of which is in this place of all places. Seems a bit of a strange area to put your poetry noetries. I might be alone on that one, but I probably am not, because this is just not really the sort of place where most people would consider placing their objects. if you ask me. And since I'm the only party being questioned about this particular affair, I'm gonna say that 100% of people agree with this statement and have therefore elected to leave this particular area because it is unfortunately not a very fruitful excavation of sorts. Maybe the bird has it. This is a bit suspicious to me. I mean, it even sounds different than the other walls. Then there's this painting, which again is everywhere. But honestly, if even the loot doesn't contain the secrets of this particular poem, then I don't know what does. Because if the power of music is not enough to solve this particular mystery, then honestly, I don't think anything has the power to solve what has happened here. With the words of famous poet Brian and friends, Francis, Louisiana, and other words which I only really use for filler while I try to look for that last remaining piece of paper. And there it is.
Shady Vein. I know that name. One of the underground rivers.
The Disappearing Poet completed! Let's read that final poems. And really the only reason I didn't find it because I thought it was a bottle. Alright, poet fragment 1. Shadows litter broken ways and wash against the grass, feeding on the silent sprays of fallen fans of glass. Falling from the precipice of all we held to hope, a lightment on a carapace of twisted ash and rope, the tumbling through the cracks in time like feathers turning to lead, to wreathe themselves in endless mime about the writhing dead, to walk upon this path, to see this place where dreams can fall like rain upon the sleeping wash of space where love knows only pain, when all is shattered, flailing past sink into the loam, the buildings follow suit at last, and soldiers brave of home. Well, that was really not very helpful. Where Southport, was it? Yeah. The Shady Vein. Yeah, I already found that. So maybe that's why I completed the quest immediately. Because I actually already found that poet. Because I sort of already saw him hanging around there with the poem next to him previously, before I accepted the side quest, meaning that this may have been entirely pointless. But you know, I don't know about these things. I don't know how finding poets works in this society, so therefore I'm not gonna question this particular endeavor. I'm just gonna assume that this is something people do.
Probably worth the fortune she
Well, that was at least a side quest that took about 500 hours. I got spotted because there were people immediately outside there. That's rather unfortunate, but I'm not really gonna let it get to me. I'm instead just gonna focus on getting over there. Track objective, which is basically run forward for a bit and then hooray, you found it. He's lost interest. He's not quite figured out how to get in this particular area. He can see this area, but he doesn't know how to get here, so it's fine. He's slithered off. Where could he possibly be? I took the stealth route to Invisibility Land, and now no one could see where the sneaky thief that I am went that particular time. I wonder if it's that incredibly bright window over there where I need to be. It might be. I mean, it's not 100%, but it's up. It's close. It's up there. It's among the realm of possible locations where I could go right now, or not, because I cannot climb that way. Can I just climb up through here? Can I just? Oh, now I can. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why wouldn't that be awkward to do, right? Yeah. I mean, there was a guy there, and the game was like, you know, you shouldn't go there. Yeah,
Must be
he's
the
like,
clerk.
yeah.
Maybe he can help.
Maybe he could help. I'm guessing that I'm gonna say there's people in here. I don't like ye. I don't like ye very much. How about you move? You're in a place that could probably lead to problems. That's a pressure plate. Do I want you on a pressure plate? I probably do. Here you go. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Assuming that you're heavy enough to hold down a pressure plate. Which you probably are. You look like a human being. And human beings generally do carry the amount of weight required to push down a small piece of wood. Well, this looks like it has potential. And I have to hold E next to that door, so I guess I'll do it. I don't know why I have to hold E, but it says I have to, so I'll just do it, you know. And there's a rope. Why can't I just open this? Why does it say hold E? What's this thing? I haven't seen that before. Some weird lock. Cleric, Jeff. What do you want from me, game? What exactly do you want me to do here? Was walking onto that pressure plate the thing which just ruined everything? Because I wouldn't put it past the realm of possibilities, I suppose. Would be kind of a shame. Because this does look like a very pressury pressure plate right there. What do you want from me? Why do I have to hold E here? Is there something I can see there? There's a rope. What side quest am I doing here? Let's The circle disappeared as well, which is a bit ominous. Let's go back outside. Maybe there is just another entryway inside this building. And that I'm just in a completely wrong location, even though this window was in fact very glowy. No, it came back. All right, cool. What is this? Which side quest is this? No. Steal the telescope mechanism. Scuttlebutt says the gentlefolk of blah 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 found a new telescope, making scouting for pirates easy. Blah blah blah. Of course, that means my smugglers want it. So that really is just steal a thing. But is there another way of getting inside that building? It doesn't look like it, really. Yeah. This, the most shiny area does appear to be the most only area where one could choose to enter this particular building, which is probably a little bit inconvenient for the actual inhabitants, that this window is really the only entryway. But I'll accept that. Do you notice how this thing now actually gets pushed in, rather than it not being pushed in? And, yeah. You know, this is just another one of those times where I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to be like, yep, it broke. And that's just how things go every now and then in life. Sometimes a thing breaks without really any reason for it to be broken. And that's just how the world works. You just have to move around these constant flaws of human creation and instead find some way to be the superior one. Life lessons by Gar. I just pushed a button. I don't know what it did, but it was fine. Can I open this now? Hey, I can pick the lock now, I guess. This, once again, has definitely been made a lot easier with the helpful upgrade I bought, which makes lockpicking ever so slightly easier. As you can see, it looks exactly the same as it does usually. How about we try that again? Grab rope. There we go. It's a hard one, but I can do it. I believe in myself. Telescope.
This must be the mechanism. Illyrian imports, huh? Nice gig. Nobody knows where Illyria is anyway.
No one even knows what Illyria actually is, so that works. It's like triple smugglery. Just smuggled from a country that people don't know exists, and you should be good. I found a telescope. This side quest took less time. It was just broken upon entering the area, which doesn't help. Makes it a little bit harder. Kinda wish that won't happen too much. But can't be helped. Video games. And I'm gonna save the game because I don't want to do those two again. Especially not the one with the poet. Because that one was very uneventful. And I only like to do eventful things. I hope those guys aren't gonna be jerks. I hope that guy's not gonna be a jerk, actually.
I need a drink.
Right, so how doth one get up there? It would appear that there is a plank up there. And more than likely, there's gonna be a place where one can climb up to victory. More than likely, it has something to do with that grate over there. Very likely, actually. Swoop. Let's do it. I probably can't even take damage while I'm doing this animation anyway, or get spotted because it's a video game. And video games are never unfair. Especially not this one. Got a ring? Oh. Okay. Perhaps this is not actually as eventful of a grate as I was hoping. I think my expectations were, in fact, slightly higher than the thing I ended up receiving in the end.
And the Barretro was
Get
more
out of here,
careful.
you jerk. I don't want to sneak around. How about you figure out that there's a guy there?
Huh?
Wouldn't that be great?
One of us has been felled.
Hmm.
No mercy for those without faith.
That's actually maybe unfortunate if he doesn't just walk towards
I'll see
him.
you pay for this.
Hey!
I might have to actually run away now. Oh. Huh, that's an animation I haven't seen before. So, oh no, that was sort of worthwhile. Well, one might say that didn't really work out. But it's fine, because I totally saved before doing that. In fact, I'm going to save again. Because I just enjoy saving that much. But yeah, I need to figure out some way to actually get up there now, I suppose. I guess that's going to be plan number A. M. Finding out which button is the map key. It's always an adventure because every single time I press tab, and every single time it doesn't work. Maybe I should rebind the key. Maybe I'll just keep it more of an adventure every single time I want to open up the map. I think it's going to be that one. Because that sounds more exciting to me, personally.
Soon the dawn will come.
Yeah, soon the dawn probably will come, actually. That's a fair point. I'm glad you said that. Well, that's just not something I'm interested in. These guards are in really awkward locations.
So tired.
And there's a rope arrowable area there, which I don't really like either. Really? Are you guys just... Where are you guys going? What is this patrol you're following? And if you can't see 2 feet in front of you anyway, what does it even matter if you're actually being useful? Don't... Because these guys, they've got it going on. I'm gonna take this guy down over here. This seems like a good place. It's sort of behind the wall, which means I'm actually invisible right now. Now there's one more guy over there. And there's this dude.
Change has come.
Change has come. Oh, and then there's a dog, apparently. But the dogs are about as good as alarms in this game, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But with that guy taken care of, I suppose I could just knock down man number 1 over there. And then that guy's not going to be a problem anymore. I'm going to save. I don't trust this. Somehow I feel like that guy has eagle eyes. And, yeah, I was right. This guy is actually taking a
You can smell the river from here.
almost awkward route, but it's fine. Because he... Really now? I'm not even going to do it. This is what actually happened. You didn't see that first part because it didn't happen. Yep. It was all an illusion, masterfully crafted by the Master Thief to throw you guys off guard. But what actually happened was that I came out victorious in the end. Yup, that's what happened. There we go. Took his money. Now I can take care of that guy, and then those dogs can bark as much as they want because I'm pretty sure that all of the guards are dead here anyway then, so who cares at that point.
The city's off.
The city's ours. Nya, 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 nya.
What?
How did that work? Video games. That's how that worked. Yeah, you can just bark all you want. I don't even care. Just be loud. Loud and proud. As much as you want. I'm a master thief. I don't have to worry about these things. If I could jump, this side quest would be over. If I could jump ever so slightly, I could just climb up there, but no. Can't climb up this either. So what is left? How? Man, this has become a puzzle game of how do I get somewhere that doesn't actually restrict me from going there because video games. Like, I thought I would be able to climb up this, but I can't, so I can't just jump up there. I guess I could just follow the path, which is taking a pretty squiggly route. I would sort of assume that I would start off here somehow, though. Like up there, maybe just walk through one of these windows. But no, I can't go through this door. It is a mapped out building, though, and there is a window inside there, so you would assume that there is some way of just getting in there, you know, easily. But why would you make an assumption like that? That is just crazy talk right there. At least with the map, you can tell where you really cannot enter, as in, oh, what's this? Like, at least the building just stops there according to the map, so that's good. That inevitably did something. I haven't figured out what yet, but I fully believe that it got me to places where I wasn't previously. Lobster. I thought it said Obama, but that would be a little strange, I suppose. Although maybe Obama was popular during these times. It's hard to tell with games like this. They sometimes take strange art directions, and sometimes Obama is that strange art direction that they decided to take on that game. Well, I think it opened up the window, which is good, I suppose. It's part 1 of how do you get up there. It's getting places. So, in that sense, I feel slightly more accomplished than previously. I might actually just go to the other side quest because at least that one's a little bit more obvious on how I can actually enter. But in the end, I'm gonna have to go to both areas anyway. Maybe this is just like an area I can go to get to a different land. I don't know. I can go inside here. I don't know if this will do anything, but like, there's a lot of areas which look mapped out, and then you actually go there and there's just like a thing that sort of looks like a door but isn't. Found a knife. That's cool, I suppose. Like, there's just an entire room behind this thing, but who knows how to actually get in there. Everything that I've ever known is a lie. A story by Master Thief Garrett and his crappy maps. Yeah. If only his maps were so slightly better, that they may point him in the right direction. But no. That is not the life of the Master Thief. The life of the Master Thief is finding secret ink bottles and pens worth 4 gold in a really expensive economy. That is the life of a Master Thief who just has that much time on his hands. Get it? Hands, because he steals things? That's not even really a joke. But it's fine. Let's see where we can go from here, actually. Maybe this can lead us to great places. Like, why can't I climb that? Why? Why not? What's stopping me? I don't understand. This game's hard. For not really the right reasons. Can I just use this rope and just climb there? No. That's not gonna happen. So instead, we're just gonna do this side quest because I can actually figure out how to get there. Which helps.